Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Birds of Passage. And this movie came out in 2018, and it's currently on Amazon Prime, and it was decent for what it was. I enjoyed the experience, and I don't love it as much as some people do, but it was a good movie and all. And its biggest strength, I would say, is that it looks very nice and it's very well shot, and each shot in this movie clearly has intent behind it, and it's also a slower paced film. And it is the type of movie that you do have to kind of be patient for things to happen and pay off. And I did like the music as well. I thought it was complimentary to the film, and never once felt as though it was detracting from the overall experience. And I was mostly just appreciating the technical aspects of the film more than I was the story of the film. But there were still other things that I did like. I did like it when our main character got the car in the middle of the night. That was a good scene, and from that point on, it started to get better for me. And there were some side characters that I did like and found to be memorable. And I did also like the choice to have our main character be kind of silent and not really talk all that much, and to be kind of detached. And he wears sunglasses in a lot of scenes, giving off the implication that you're not really supposed to connect with this guy. He is a kind of cold and detached character in ways, and he was kind of interesting at times. The film did have some effective scenes in it, and I do like the choice to have the violence, for the most part, take place off screen. Like, you don't really see characters get shot for the most part. You just see dead bodies or blood, just the aftermath of it. And that's how most of the violence is depicted in this film up until the very end. And I'm not saying that's a flaw or anything. It's just, it makes sense, and I'm just trying to be clear as to what the movie did do. But unfortunately, where this movie kind of falls apart for me is the characters, generally speaking. I'm just not really attached to any of them. The story was fine, and I'm not really sure why this movie had to be as slow paced as it was, because it's not really that we get a whole lot from that slower pacing in this film. It's just, it's kind of slower paced, and that's what we're given, and I'm not sure why that was the case. There were some continuity errors that I found at a couple points that was kind of distracting, and there were parts of it where I just felt detached from the overall experience and didn't really feel much emotion, honestly. There are only like a handful of parts that I was kind of enjoying what was being presented, and outside of those parts, I was just kind of bored and wanting something else to happen. And sure, eventually something does happen, but overall, it doesn't really feel as though it has many payoffs. It just kind of feels like a film where just things happen, and what you get is what you get. And sure, maybe you could argue that's part of the point of the film, and it's not really about these big moments. But at the same time, kind of wish there was more to chew on for myself personally. I just found it to be kind of hollow, and also the pacing of the film, with it being kind of slower, kind of reminded me of a David Lynch film. And honestly, I feel as though I would much rather be watching something like that, because at least there's something going on outside of just what's going on the surface, and there's just more to offer other than just the movie looks nice as well. So overall, Birds of Passage was good, just kind of a worse version of other things that I've seen, unfortunately. So do check it out. I do think it's worth a watch. It's currently on Amazon Prime, and it was a good watch, but I don't think I'll ever see it again. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Birds of Passage a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Birds of Passage, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Chef from 2014. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.